I'm your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. I want to thank Dr. Isaiah Eduze of Beulah Dental Clinic, Igagbomi quarters, for doing scaling and polishing and desensitization of one of my upper premolars this morning. He did that free. Dr. Isaiah Eduze, God bless you. At least I can smile. I'm your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. I had the option of whitening my dentition, but I want to stay natural. You see, we've been doing these videos on the 7 pillars of wisdom, and we've looked at the first pillar, which is prudence. I want to look at the second pillar of wisdom, which is the fear of God. Proverbs chapter 9 verse 10 says that the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of his Holy One is understanding. Without the fear of God based on the knowledge of who he is and what he can do, we will be reckless and not prudent. The fear of God breeds wisdom. In fact, the 7 pillars of wisdom take their shape from the fear of God. The fear of God and intimate relationship with him leads to caution. When you see a people or a person who is not prudent, who is not frugal, who is not cautionary in his or her behavior, that person does not fear God. The fear of God teaches wisdom, and humility comes before honor. That's in Proverbs chapter 15:33. Joseph typifies a young man that feared God. At a very young age, he brought a contrary report against his brothers to his father. When he was in Potiphar's house, he had a pastor I read from his vlog on social media that Joseph had 20 cogent reasons in modern day Christianity that he would have given to sleep with Potiphar's wife, but he feared God. When you fear God, you avoid evil. When you fear God, you do not do what the devil pushes you to want to do. The fear of God leads to attitudinal righteousness. And if you don't have a right attitude and a right standing with God, you can't reach the right altitude in life. For you to move forward in life, you need the fear of God. You need the fear of God. You need the fear of God to have integrity. You need the fear of God to be purposeful, to put humanity and the interest of the common good uppermost in your transaction, in your relationship with people. You need the fear of God to have a stable marriage. There was a time, one of the times in my early marriage, the first 5 years was very turbulent. First 5 years of marriage, extremely turbulent. And one of the days we had a disagreement, and my wife faced one side of the bed, I faced one side of the bed. I can remember the picture vividly. It was a very big bed, very good for quarrels, 7 feet by 7 feet. And as I stayed, if her leg wanted to touch me, I would just shift. And I would look. But after some time, I told myself that the Bible says that 2 will be lying on the bed, and 1 will be taken away, and 1 will be left. I said, me, I'm the one that is the head of this house. I'm the one that is a preacher. If my wife is raptured and I'm not raptured, boy, that would be a tragedy. So instead of continuing with the disagreement, I turned and embraced her. I told her, you self, you too do, come. Now, whether she was wrong, whether I was right, whether she was right and I was wrong was not important. I feared God. It is the fear of God that sustains this marriage, that has sustained this marriage. The fear of God and responsibility. Fear God, and then you will have a good life. What is absent in most countries, particularly countries like Nigeria, we don't fear God before we do evil. You will see some people doing during Ramadan, going to kidnap people. During Ramadan, going to burn villages, rape people, and you say you fear God. You see Christians committing evil, stealing large sums of money, raping, killing each other in cults and all that, and you say you fear God. You really don't fear God, and you're not a wise person. The fear of God is one of the 7 pillars of wisdom, and in fact is the beginning of wisdom. What you need today is the reverential fear of God. God is awesome. When I do surgeries and I see the beauty of the internal arrangement of the human being, I fear God. When I remember that 70 square meters of surface area are folded into my lungs, I fear God. When I remember that just one cancer cell can kill me, I fear God. I fear to take money that is not my own. I fear to take money that is not my own, because you can eat that money, one disease will destroy you. Fear God, and then you will have a good life. I remain your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. Send a message to me on +234 7052136763 on WhatsApp. And if you put on the transcription button, you will see the phone number on it. +234 7052136763, and I will register you for the upcoming online lecture on the 1st of May by 7 p.m. If you can't make the live session, we're going to record the lecture and we'll send it to you, and you can then join the WhatsApp group. When you forward your receipt to the number on the flyer, you'll be joined to the WhatsApp group. And I have properties for sale. Your properties, your money, safe in my hands. God bless you. Fear God.